everybody, we're here with Hoop Topics. We have the fabulous four from the Cybercats at Sci-Tech. It's myself, Chad Haywood, and Coach Kurt. From left to right, who do we have here?
Willie Bowser, senior, 2019, Sci-Tech.
Xavier Martin, class of 2021, from the Sci-Tech.
Mike Miller, class of 2019, from the Cybercats.
Chris Spears, junior, 2020, from the Cybercats.
So you guys are having a pretty good year this year. Well, what's your record?
15-5.
15-5. So you got some notables. You got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, now how many years you been playing for the Cybercats?
I've been playing for 3 years. I transferred here during my beginning of my sophomore year.
Where'd you come from?
Commonwealth Academy.
Okay. Right. Mike, you've been playing here all 4 years, or?
No, I came here like 2 years ago. We played for 2 years here.
2 years. So, Chris, this is your third year. Wait, Mike, where are you from?
I came from Jamaica.
Kingston. Where'd you come from? What part of Jamaica?
Spanish Town and Catcher.
Okay. A little different here?
Yeah, it's a little different here. The game's more faster. There's a whole bunch of different talents.
So you did play when you were in Jamaica?
Yeah, I played when I was back home.
Okay. So you came here as a freshman or sophomore?
I came here at the end of my sophomore year going to 11th grade.
Okay. That's interesting. It's good.
You play basketball or netball?
Basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotta ask.
Well, you were saying something the other day about soccer, but we'll get back to that. Chris, you're a junior.
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Okay. 3 years here?
3 years.
Okay.
Came as a freshman.
Came in as a freshman.
Freshman.
Young freshman. You were like 12 years old when you got to Sci-Tech, huh? How old were you got here?
I think 13, 14.
Okay. That was a big deal when you were coming here.
Yeah, a lot of hate.
Okay. A lot of hate? Oh.
I was in 8th grade coming in as a freshman.
Okay.
Playing varsity.
Okay. So you made it all. You've been on varsity since your freshman year.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're the young guy here. Well, the sophomore here in this group.
Yeah.
So you got 3 more. You got this year.
Yeah, it's my second year now.
Okay.
So I have 2 more to go.
So this is good. So did you guys make the playoffs last year? When you play as a freshman too, X, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did make playoffs. We started off 10-3, I believe.
Okay.
Clutched our first playoff win. I mean, not our first playoff win. We reached the playoffs. It's been like 12 years, I think, 11 years since we had made the playoffs. So it was a big thing for us last year making the playoffs in that type of time.
So was this pressure for you? I mean, does sophomore mean anything, or are you ready to handle whatever? Because these guys are like seasoned veterans, supposedly. How does that feel for you, just being a sophomore amongst these guys?
It's not a big deal, actually. 'Cause I got great teammates, you know.
Okay.
They always keep my chin high, and they're great leaders.
Yeah, it shows on the floor. We've been to, Kurt and I have been to a few of your games, notably the one at the Hoop Hall that everybody's talking about. You guys played a great game. You had a great offensive shooting game. If anybody questioned your defense at that point, you guys were fantastic on defense. You had a guy coming off the bench, Trent. I guess he was the spark, would you say, Kurt?
Trent did very well. I was very impressed, but the person I was impressed with the most was Mike.
Don't be surprised.
Mike had a big role. He had to guard the center for Central, and he contained them. And, for you guys, he does a lot of the dirty work for you guys.
Draymond Green. Hard working, Dennis Rodman. Those guys are the championship guys.
Yeah, it's funny because before the game, Mike was always talking to me, how big his sign is, this and that. I said, bro, just go out there and play a game. Just go out there and play a game and let the game come to you.
So you basically helped settle Mike down, get his head in the game.
Yeah, because that's both our first times playing a big atmosphere like that.
Okay.
And especially from him coming from Jamaica and never playing in front of a lot of people like that, all his family and friends. He had a good game. Great game.
To be honest with you, Chris, and I've known you pretty much all your life, and I remember just a little story that in the summertime, we were riding in the car. I think it was me, your dad, and you, and we were going to Worcester, and you just blurted out, "We're gonna beat Central this year." That's what you said. And what did I say? You out of your mind. And you said, no, we're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat them. We play them at the Hoop Hall. You was hyped out of nowhere, 6 o'clock in the morning, and it just came to you. So
And you know what's funny?
Right.
After our first playoff game last year versus Amherst, when we lost, Coach Kamari got a phone call from I think the coach from Sabbath who makes the list for who plays. He called Coach Kamari and told Coach Kamari that we're playing Central in the hoop ball. And Coach Kamari came to me and said we're playing Central in the hoop ball. From that day on, I said, yeah, we're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat them.
Now, that's cool because you felt that. Now, Willie,
Yeah.
you've been here for 4 years.
Nah.
Three years. My bad, Willie.
3.5.
So 3.5, 3 and some change. Have you played Central since you've been here?
Yeah, we played them
Each year.
4 times. 4 times in my past 3 years. First year I came, we played them twice. We lost home and we lost away. And last year we played them away
At Central.
and we lost again. So that was like a big yeah.
So let me ask you a question. When you woke up that morning, you was pouring the milk over those cornflakes. What was you saying to yourself? This is your last potential time to play that because we didn't know if anybody's gonna make the playoffs at that point. That was your last potential time playing those games. What was going through your head as a senior?
As a senior, honestly, what was going through my head was just being myself, being a great leader on the court, just looking out for my teammates so we can get the win, and that's exactly what we did. We played our game. Coach had a great game plan, and we just followed it, and that's how we came on top.
You know, and we talked about that, Coach Kurt and I.
Not putting your defense down, Mike. You know, in that day, you was a highlight king. When you were in a zone. When it came for you to go to the basket, you went to the basket. When it came for you to shoot, you were in a zone. But the one thing that I thought was very impressive, even though that you were in your zone, you were still able to play with your teammates. You guys were playing good together. So whether if you were hot or not, you still led just by putting the ball through the hole or moving the ball. You did whatever you had to do, but you had a whole bunch of highlights that night, and you earned every bit of what you put out there that day. So, knowing you from yay high,
Little Willie,
to where you, people don't know that you've been
Big
doing this
Willie.
for a long period of time,
Right.
putting up these numbers. But if you continue to lead, it's good things ahead for you.
Now, with that said, it wasn't all chocolate-covered strawberries that week, was it? You guys came off that big win, elated. We saw you outside. Every time I picked my camera up, I had something in it, whether it was a jump shot, steal, layup, and one. I want to talk about something that I thought was the turning point at the end of that game. You got one of their most aggressive and tough defenders out of his element. And he wasn't even thinking about the game anymore. He was more focused on you. And you just sauntered away, and he was reaching and grabbing and pushing. You didn't even have the ball. What was your mind state at that point? Did you realize what you were doing at that point?
Yeah, that was actually the game plan to get him out of his game. Because usually that dude, he's usually their spark for everything. So
The energy guy.
even though he might not be a starter,
Right.
a lot of things run through him.
Right.
So my game plan was my responsibility out the game for him to get him out the game, and we put it away.
Because I wanted to touch on that because we talked about this and that, but it's the mind game that was winning that night too. But a few days later, what happened? There was a letdown somewhere. Was it a letdown or a breakdown? Somebody out of this group tell me what happened.
What did you think it be?
Oh, Chickpea, yeah, that Chickpea, yeah, against Chickpea.
Honestly, what had happened was it was an overall team breakdown, I think, because that day when we was in school, we were like joking around, we weren't taking it serious. Like, I should have been more of a leader and stepped up and told him that, oh, this is a big game. Knowing it was a league game, Coach put that on the board every time. Every time it's a league game, he puts it on the board. So that's our main focus.
Yeah, main thing Coach Williams always tell us, every time we play league play, it's a whole different type of league, type of game style, because it counts. It counts. Everybody wants to bring that banner up, put it all over the walls, and put it in a Valley League, Valley Will. And it came out actually hotter than us. We came out with our heads high, thinking we were superstars, like we just won the finals.
Like you won the game already.
Yeah, and Coach Kamari told us a week before we played against them, he said, if we win this game in Central, keep your heads high because it's just another normal game. It's not nothing new. Just at a different arena. It's at not your home gym or their gym. It's at a bigger place. If we came in the game thinking we was the Warriors, I don't think we beat anybody.
So what did you learn from that? Because I saw some of you guys at the end of the game, especially you, Chris. You was veins pop. You was hype. You was like, we are unstoppable. Right. And now that you've gone through that moment, you kind of learned something. What did you guys kind of learn next? What'd you learn, Mike?
We just learned that we had to stay humble and just keep playing Sci-Tech basketball the way we've been playing it, and keep working together as a team. That's all.
And that's exactly what I remember talking outside after the game. I heard people keep walking by. Good game, guys. Stay humble. Good game, guys. Stay humble. Not saying that you didn't. I'm with Willie said. You just kind of lost focus. It was a rough week. You dropped 2 games. Did you drop 2 games after that?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 games.
Long Meadow, then
Tough. You took that Chicopee loss to Long Meadow, and at some point were you feeling, man, we just went from number 1 to number 3, just like that. Just like that. What did we say on Friday morning? You were number 1.
Right.
Wednesday morning, you were number 3, and that's.
Now we actually ended up going number 2. They put us number 2.
Oh, you there for about what? 6
we
hours?
There for about a week.
All right.
And then we lost again.
Okay.
I like to, because I want to make sure I touch everybody. And X, I didn't know who you were. I was hearing about your name since the 9th grade. And said this kid is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. And that he's tough. And it's not so much that you're tough on defense, but what you bring to the game on offense is toughness as well. And what that does, it carry overs to the rest of the team. And with that inner toughness that you do have, you got to carry it on. You have to carry it on. So I just want to commend you for your toughness that you bring on that floor as well. So
Appreciate it.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about school life, home life, how you try to make that adjustment because you guys are hot right now. How do you stay focused in the classroom? How do you stay humble at home? So we'll be right back in a few minutes, and we'll talk about that. Okay, we're back with the Sci-Tech Cybercats. What y'all think about that name? What do you think about that mascot name? You like it? Does it work?
When I first came to Sci-Tech, I was like, what is a Cybercat?
Okay.
I looked it up, and it came up like a RoboCat,
saber-tooth tiger.
Okay.
a tiger, all that.
Some ancient animal.
Okay. They had Cybercats anciently ago? Is that what it was? I've never heard of Cybercat, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
cat.
How about when we put your interview up, we're gonna have the definition of a Cybercat on it. How about that?
To be honest, when I went home in April, back home, I had brought this to go play basketball, and all my friends clowned on me. Was like, "What's a Cybercat?" I was like, "It's the school. It's the mascot of the school that I go." And I was like, all my teammates would beat all y'all right here.
So they weren't giving you any credit.
They don't give me nothing.
Right.
So I was like, my teammates would bust y'all ass.
So that's one thing when you get it on there, you can say, we got to do it for the Cybercats. That's going to be hard to say. But we're going to get that. We're going to get it. So, guys, part of that, that gives us into the scholarly part of it. How does it feel, the daily grind of being a student athlete at Sci-Tech? That daily grind.
Well, it could be actually like one of the best feelings to be honest with you. Like being on the court is a good feeling, but being like a student athlete in Sci-Tech is a good feeling because all the principals, they love us around here. They treat us like everybody else. We go to class, do our work, hang out with our friends, and like it's just a good feeling. Just know that all your friends at school with you. Then later on you got practice. And just a good feeling.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking what Chris said. It's a great feeling because like I had my brothers here with me. They made me feel so at home when I first came here, and it was like, wow, like I came from a whole different place, and they treat me like I was born here or something. And then
Big Mike. Well, how about you, X?
It's like a big family. it's like everybody in the school knows each other.
Right.
A lot of us are real close. There's not really a lot of fights here. It's great, actually.
Yeah, because like yeah.
Beyond great.
Now, Big Willie, you Big Willie, you Willie, you know, you are well known. Your name is well known throughout the city. Are you humbled about that? I mean, you got a lot. First of all, there's a lot of Bosworths
Yeah.
that have come through this city that touch basketball. Now you're here. You're a senior. How's it feel?
To be honest, being a big name kid in Springfield, Massachusetts, well, the city, I'm just trying to be humble with it, because to be honest, it's nothing serious. I mean, I'm not the only one doing this. It's my teammates helping me all the time on the court, off the court. Like if my head's not, if there's something wrong with me, my teammates they just want to like ignore it. They'll ask me, "Oh, you good?" Blah blah. And we have a great coaching staff that looks after me. If like, and we're all like, it's like a big family. Just like what you call it, Chris said.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I mean, you know, part of that. Coach Gert, did you have something to add?
Well, I just want to ask you guys another question, especially for the seniors. You guys got to look forward to outside. I mean, college. Or what is the plan for you guys? And I think this is important. And I know it's difficult, but it's important because you got two guys underneath you that you consider brothers. So what you say can affect them and also can motivate them as well. And the other kids that's JV players and freshmen, whether we like it or not, just like that big name, you know, comes big responsibility. You're a role model and all that other stuff. So, you know, fill it out the best way you can. And if you don't have anything planned, that's just as fine as well. But just say what's on your mind.
Now, one of the things we're trying to do is make you guys a household name. Now, for Mike and Willie, we can't really do that for you right now. You could do it for yourself for the next few weeks by storming through these playoffs, surprising a lot of people, or confirming what people already thought about you. Kurt and I, we don't have, here at Hoop Topics, we don't have a team. We have an ideal. We want to back you kids no matter what you do. So, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you guys are only, no, we're not only doing anything. We're here to support you kids and bring light to your era. And part of that, there's a young man, he didn't go to your school, but he went to Putnam right next door. Have you guys heard of Ty Nichols? How does that make you? Well, Mike, these guys have been around. They known Ty when he was playing and stuff. How does that make you feel to hear what he's doing up at Keene State? They won their league title. Does that give you guys a sense of, hey, you know, we're from Springfield? You know, tell us how that makes you feel.
Feels good because he's putting the city on the map. Isn't he like the #1 scorer of all time history?
He's putting in work.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's good. Just a kid that's went across the street and putting the city on the map. Because not a lot of people makes it out of Springfield. Not a lot of people knows about Springfield. If you ask somebody, we're from Massachusetts, they say Boston. Like, it's a good thing that he's doing what he's doing for the culture of the city.
Now, X, you got 2 more years. Does that give you like a staple to say, oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna pin this guy's name up in my mind? What does that do for you as a younger guy in this situation?
Well, first off, for Ty Nichols,
Yeah.
me watching him when I was real younger, you know, that was somebody that I honestly looked up to. I wanted to play like, and you know, him, the incredible numbers he's putting up last couple of weeks, it makes me, you know, even want to go there.
Yeah. Keene State would be happy to hear that. Right.
Keene State.
Right. I mean, Willie, what does that do for you? I mean, I'm sure there's a few schools looking at you and Mike, or you're looking at a few schools. What does that do for your mentality as far as what you might be able to do when you get to college?
Honestly, just piggybacking on what X was saying, Ty Nichols, I looked up to him too because he was a kid that went to Putnam, which was a very popular school before I got into high school. And I was looking at what he was just doing the other day, putting up big numbers. even though he's D3, he's still putting on for Springfield. He's still making sure nobody's like down talking him. He's doing what everybody said he couldn't do. So I mean, I look up to that as like him being a kind of a role model. But like, what you call it? Come back to me, bro. Go ahead, Mike.
So it's not about the school. It's about what he's doing for the city. And that's kind of what we're on. You know, we see all of you kids on an equal level. I don't care if you get a left hand or a right hand, just as long as you're making moves and trying to do something positive for yourselves and for your city. So Ty's probably gonna watch this. I haven't had a chance to talk to him, but he's all about reaching back and trying to, you know, give some influence to you guys. Just by the way he's playing says that, you know. So hopefully at one point in time we'll be able to interview him, or we'll just have him come back to Springfield and kick it with you guys at some point. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna come right back, and we're gonna touch on what you think and what you think going forward, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Okay, guys, we're back, and we've been talking to the Sci-Tech Cybercats, Fantastic Four. That's what I'm gonna start calling you guys right now. You know, Chris, you were part of a lot of fours. You part of the Fabulous Four, the Infamous Four. So, you know, I just wanna tell you guys I've known you kids, with the exception of Mike, but I feel like I've known Big Mike and that little Mike all your life. I've known you guys. Actually, I had a hand in coaching Chris and Willie. Willie, I don't know if you remember, there was a game in 4th grade. You scored 38 points. And there was a kid on the team. Remember Buddha? Yeah. Buddha was mad. And so the next game, 2 days later, Buddha scored 40 points. You was mad. And so that was just a little tidbit. I've never seen two kids score that many points in a 3rd or 4th grade game against talented kids in my life. At that point, everybody thought you were going to the NBA, Willie. 38 points in a 3rd or 4th grade game was amazing. It was a lot of points. And you knew how to get an and one like nobody. Remember that?
Oh my God.
I never seen anybody get and ones in 3rd or 4th grade. He just knew how to get them. That was crazy.
I remember you said airball left hand layups. Remember that?
And then, you know, I've been watching you guys come up. I had a chance to coach you guys this summer. We wound up winning the Rebecca Johnson League with your teammates. Plus, I think it was just one other player. Was it one other player?
Nah, it was straight Sci-Tech.
It was one.
It was one other kid, Parker Haywood from Putnam. He got it right. So he helped you guys win the game. But you guys wound up winning the championship. I think you started building your respect right then and there. People started having to take you seriously. Just kept hearing the buzz. They wasn't talking about me. They was like, man, them kids from Sci-Tech just won the Richie Griffin League. And X, you had a great summer league up there, Hubbard Park. You killing it. You look like a grown man out there putting in work. And they couldn't believe that you was a freshman going to be, remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
You was scoring, what, 30 points a game or something?
Yeah, I was shooting lights out.
You was lights out. Willie, you was up at Hubbard doing the same thing. You was playing in the men's league as a freshman and a junior in high school. And you guys were just building your brand slowly but surely. And I think we're here because you guys made that possible. You know, you guys all as a collective just said, you know what? We're gonna, I think, Mike, you can drop some weight. Mike, how much weight you done lost? You look like you lost about 20 pounds. Say, well, 25 pounds. We were just commenting on that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You like you lost 100 pounds.
He lost, you know.
Last year.
I mean, this summer, from this summer to now, looks like you said, you know what? You took an effort in putting yourself in better condition.
I made myself a promise. My friend back home, said he ended the season. My friend back home said he ended the season with 139 points. And he sent me something that said strive for greatness. And I was like, this season I'm really trying to go hard and really trying to make my name in the school before I leave. And recently I found out that I made the All-Star game, which was a surprise to me. And I got over 100 points this season.
That's what's up. See?
So I'm feeling quite glad and happy. So all this hard work and all these injuries that I actually have wasn't a waste, and I'm just glad for that.
That's what's up, brother.
I just want, because I think I touched everybody except for Chris. And, you know, I know you for a while, and I was listening to everything around. You know, somebody's always got something to say. But in these games, I had to watch. I had to see what I wanted to see and get something from it. And what I got from it was that you ran the point. And when you ran the point and you stayed in, distribute the ball, you kept the guys in line, you stayed focused. You ran the point like a true point guard out there on that floor. But not only that, you know, I don't want to bring up this game, but there was a game, you guys end up losing this game. But in that game, Willie wasn't able to get his shot off or get into a rhythm that he needed to get into. X was going, but at that particular time, you end up putting that team on your back and put up the points that they needed just to stay in that game. You end up fouling out of that game. But for you to realize when their guys were down, you knew to step up. And you know, the way you're playing, the way you're leading that point guard position, I'm very proud. Very proud, because it's showing how much you have grown as well.
Just gotta keep my brothers stable, because we ain't do nothing yet. Nobody really respects us that much in Springfield. They always think that we're gonna get upset, and especially after we beat Central. Everybody want to see us lose. Everybody want to see us go down. I was like, it's kind of messed up because we came from my freshman year, from me, really, like our first seasons here, we was 5-15. Then last year we ended up 12-9. This year we're 15-5. So that shows you the process of trusting the process. We just trusting the process, and hopefully we go here this Thursday, get this win, hopefully succeed to be Western Mass for the first time.
You got a really good coach in Coach Williams.
Yes,
I don't know if you guys ever seen him play.
I heard he's nasty though.
He understands the game.
Yeah, he's got the cornrow braids like Melo, the headband, bucket.
He respects the game very much, you know. Is there anything else that you guys would like to leave everybody with at this point? Anything?
Just got one word to say for you. Respect the tech. That's all I'm
Not
gonna
one word.
I'm gonna say 2 words.
That's 2 words.
Wait a minute.
Right. How about you, Willie? I mean, this is it, man. This is it. No more, no reclassing. This is it.
As I would say, tomorrow is not playing, as my coach would say. So tomorrow might be my last practice. Wednesday, I mean, because we play Thursday. But I just want to go out there with my brothers and try to secure the dub. And if we do, we're gonna move on and stay humble going into the second round.
Trust the process.
How about you, Wes? If you could leave us with something.
I have no idea.
That's great.
That's fantastic.
Let's get it.
I'm ready. You know, Chibicom, they're a really good team.
Yeah.
They're even though their record doesn't really show, but they're a very, very tough team.
Very well coached team.
All their games been
Very
close.
tough team. We had a pretty good game with them
Yes, you did.
at the beginning of the season.
You did.
You know, they're very tough. So, you know, me and my guys are just trying to put this effort in, trying to get ready
Eat
for
right.
a very big game on this Thursday. You know, we can't go in there big-headed thinking just because we beat them last time that it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be a very different team. So, yeah, we're gonna be comfortable. We're ready to play.
All right. How about you, Big Mike?
As I always say, what my coach always tells me, like, just make sure you play hard, work hard, and just leave everything that you have on the court.
That's it.
It's been showing our hard work and our effort. So that's all I got to say.
Chris, did you give us the last word, or you got another last
I'm
word?
chilling. I'm good.
Because you had 2 words last time. It's fine.
I keep going. I keep going all day. But I'm all right.
Okay, fellas, all right, we're gonna wrap it up with Hoop Topics. I got my man Kurt Lewis and the Fantastic Four from Sci-Tech, Cybercats. We are gonna look that up and find out what Cybercats mean. All right, guys, hey, have a good one.
Good luck.
We out here.
Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't got you slipping up. Look how I'm living up.